gratitude, hey, gratitude, hey, 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 gratitude, hey. What's up, beautiful? It's your girl Chanel Amir back again with the latest episode of the What She Grows Through podcast. I'm doing things a little different. I wanted to incorporate a little video in here for my upcoming YouTube channel because I think that video is the new thing right now. So, I might as well hop on. Your girl is a videographer. So, I'm going to start incorporating some videos, and if you're listening to this through your podcast ears, then we still here. Like, I'm with you, but if you want to go up on YouTube, you can see me. So I didn't put no makeup on or anything. Well, there's some old makeup from just a little concealer. Of course, lip gloss, because can't be out here with crusty lips, but I'm comfortable. This is what I wore today, and I just wanted to talk with you. It's the last month of the year. Last month. And time is just, it's flying by, So just looking at my progress from January 2021 to now, there's a lot of good things that happened in my life, but there was a lot of things that I was struggling to grow through, One of the good things is starting the podcast. I'm so happy that I was able to continue doing it. I might not have been as consistent as I would like, but just looking back, 19 episodes, I think that's really good for starting out, and I'm happy with that. And I just have so many things that I don't have to rush, so I'm fine, and that's good. Another good thing is I had my baby. There were some struggles in that if you listen to some of those episodes, but the main thing, she's here, so I'm happy about that. And just getting to this point, like all of these things that have been in my life and how it has affected me now. I'm happy that I'm here, and I'm able to be comfortable enough to speak about it so that I can help you, so that you can get comfortable expressing yourself and realizing that we're all growing through some stuff. So that's why I wanted to talk with you today and talk about this thing called gratitude and how it has helped me throughout this year. How it has affected how I show up for myself and for my babies and for other people. And okay, so let's just get into the definition. Gratitude is just being thankful, like just showing, giving thanks to what's going on in your life. So for me, how gratitude has helped me grow through this journey of 2021. One, being a single mom, having another child. I'm thankful. It wasn't how I envisioned having kids, like I'm still not where I thought that I would be, but I have my daughter, like I have a daughter. I always wanted a daughter, and I have a son and a daughter. So being thankful for them, being thankful that my son, like, he's just the best. My daughter is the best. Being thankful for that instead of worrying about how they got here. I got them. I always wanted to be a mom. So listen, I'm thankful for that. So expressing gratitude into that, that's what helped me get through. Because being a single mom of two, it's tough. It's challenging, and trying to go after your dreams and not feeling as though they're holding you back. I would never want to have that even in my own mind, because they're the best thing that's ever happened to me. And I feel like being a mom is one of the big things of how I changed and it evolved and started finding my purpose being a mom. Another way of how gratitude has helped me throughout this year is my businesses. Of course, like I'm struggling, like always, just being a Black mompreneur. I say mompreneur, entrepreneur, mom in there. My mommy game title is heavy. So just being a mompreneur is hard, but being able to be thankful for just being a mompreneur. Like, you're out here doing this on your own, like I left my career. Something that I was comfortable with, like I knew what was going to happen. I knew I will always get paid. You had health insurance, everything. Like, I knew what was going to happen. And then I left that and jumped into the unknown, jumped into entrepreneurship. And look at me, you know? Instead of one business, I have three. And it's hard, like being a single mom with two kids. But if I take this gratitude phrase, if I take this notion of gratitude, Chanel, you have three businesses. I wanted to have multiple streams of income, So I had my cleaning business that'll provide me with the stability of being financially free, like to an extent before the pandemic, But I had that, so that was making me money. That's easy work, And then I have my videography business. That's my passion, being able to create these moments for other people so that they can have to relive over and over. Like, that's so special to me, and being able to give that to someone else is just amazing. And I've been doing a lot of weddings, so I mean, your girl's emotional. But I'm happy that I get to do that. Just being thankful for having that. Oh, and then my other business is, me starting this conversation with you, building and growing with you. It's the beginning, little baby bud, and I'm excited. I'm continuing to nourish it, and it's going good. But people didn't realize or take mental health seriously, but now people are starting to understand that it's a big deal, So me being able to take that, and I have so many different things that I want to do with that, but taking that and incorporating it to help Black women to grow through this journey, the experiences that we've been through, like just being able to connect and align with you so that we can be our best selves, like me helping in getting myself together, discovering me, who I am. I realized that I want other people to feel that way. I want other people or other women like you to just begin working on you, being the best you, because I mean, that's what we need, And I've always been into mental health, so figuring out how I can take my career that I had and putting it to use, still giving. But anyway, last thing that I want to talk about of how gratitude has helped me, myself, is just diving deep into understanding me and becoming comfortable with who I am. Um, that can go from past traumas. I mean, when you're doing the inner work, you start realizing like certain things that you locked away in a box are affecting you now. So, using this word gratitude, I feel like it's helping me because look at the person that I am now. Look at who I've bloomed and continue to evolve into. I have to be thankful for that. I have to be thankful for the girl who got to this point and seeing her for all that she's been through, for seeing how strong she is, being thankful for that person, for that woman, for you, for myself, understanding myself, being comfortable with myself. This is why, I mean, yeah, just that brain fart. But yeah, the person that I am. So now that I told you on how I'm using or how I continue to use gratitude for throughout this year and how I continue to do so, I wanted to give you a couple tips on how you can begin using gratitude to help you through and begin being the best version of you so that we can grow into these. I don't know, grow into something. Everything, grow into everything. That sounds better. So I have 4 tips for you on how to begin using gratitude for your life so that you can be the best you. So the first one is to take some time each day. Take some time to write a list on some things that you're grateful for, that you're thankful for. I won't say grateful because that's gratitude. So, I mean, you know what I mean. But being thankful, what are you thankful for? It could be the littlest things, and it could just be so small. I mean, a lot of people say I'm thankful for just getting up, because this thing we call life is just a miracle in itself. So just being thankful for getting up and being able to be a better you that day. I just gave you one, but I mean, it's only if you feel it. But it's important to do this to begin using this gratitude word, because the times when you're not feeling it, and that's me a lot of the times, those times you can go back and look at the things like you see that, and then you can begin training your brain to actually think, damn, Chanel, you know what? There's a lot of things that are going well in your life. So, yeah, that's just what it is. But doing this forces you to notice the things that are going on in your life, because our minds are always just on 1,000. I mean, I know mine is. I can't vouch for you, but mine is. And I know I shouldn't focus on the negatives at times, but I feel like this, writing down what I'm thankful for and being able to go back and see all the things that I currently have or have had in my life, you realize that it's really all in your head. And then you can switch and change your mind to start thinking about positive things. The second tip that I have for you to begin building up this gratitude notion is to not take anything personally. And I don't know if you read the book The 4 Agreements by Don Ruiz, I believe. He says this, I'm paraphrasing, but he says, there's a huge amount of freedom that comes to you when you take nothing personally. And it's easier said than done because, listen, I continue to work on this because I don't know. I guess us humans, we always want to fit in, or I don't know what it is right now. I might have to dive deep into that for another episode. You can't allow another person's negativity to affect what you've been working on, affect your inner peace, affect the inner you. Why would you? Because that has nothing to do with you. Their perception of you has nothing to do with you. So if we are able to not take it personally and recognize that we only can affect how we view things and how we feel about it, while this may be hard, that's the point of practicing gratitude, because we're looking for the best, in everyone, so everyone is seeing the world in their own eyes, so through their own perspective, and it has nothing to do with you. So if you can look at it like that, you'll learn that it's not you. It's not you at all on why people are being negative. It's more so how they view themselves and how they want you to feel because of how they feel about themselves. So if you think a little deep on that, then I think that that'll help. Third tip that I have for you on practicing gratitude is just remembering that we are all going to feel, we are going to feel all the emotions: anger, disappointment, happy, sad, frustrated, everything, so it's just a part of this human experience that we have. We have all these emotions. What we have to do is not let them be our default emotion. We can't sit and get comfortable and complacent in that emotion if it's not benefiting us. We can't be, we just can't play victim all the time, and that's in the 4 agreements also. I'm telling you, you need to get the book. Choosing to live in from a place of gratitude, it will bring you just so much peace, and just the world around you will be just less harder, because in that you begin to feel more free, I guess. I don't know. I feel like once you get in that moment, once you feel that, once you're there, you can understand what I'm talking about, because it's really hard to explain, but our emotions are going to be there. I feel, listen, I'm overwhelmed all the time. Be having bags, sad, stressed, because look at all the things that I'm doing, but that's fine to have. And sometimes I tell my mom that, because she'll check on me. She'll call and she'll check on me. And then I'll express to her, like, if I'm sad or something that's going on in my life. And she'd be like, Chanel, don't cry. Like, listen, I don't cry at all. I don't cry that much. But when I do, when I'm ready to feel that emotion, let me feel that emotion. I'll get over it. Like, I'm able to, I know that it's important to feel that emotion, but what I don't do is just stay there and keep myself down, so how can I push through? How can I feel better? Gratitude, being thankful for what I have, and choosing to not stay in that space, because it's doing nothing good for me. It's not helping me in any way. So I think that's where I do a really good job at. So I'm not quite all the way there, but I know that I have to continue in those moments to know that I have to change. I have to change my behaviors. I have to change. I have to do something, reroute it. Think of, go back to my, there we go. Go back to my list of the things that I'm thankful for, the things that I'm doing, the things that I'm accomplishing, realizing how far I actually am, and knowing that there's nobody has this life thing figured out, like nobody. And we're all struggling and, growing through our journeys. So having that in the back of my mind, knowing that we all are, I mean, if you want to feel inclusive, like you don't want to feel alone, like we're all just trying to figure it out. I saw that in a meme. But yeah, the fourth and last tip that I have for you, real simple, on practicing gratitude, is to just say thank you when somebody is being nice to you, when someone's doing something for you, and not having no alternative, is that how you say it? Alternative motives or whatever, not thinking that they're just doing something for you to get something in return. It doesn't matter how small. Somebody open the door, thank you. But easy. And being nice to other people, of course, it's a chain reaction. Like, and then other people might be nice, and then, like, you nice to somebody, they're gonna be nice to you. But if you giving off negative energy and negative reactions and all types of things, they're gonna give that same energy back to you. So if you can just be positive and, just simple thank you. Look, you right there. That was easy. And then you'll start feeling better. Gratitude is that little bud, that seed, and we have to continue to nourish it, just like ourselves. We have to continue to build ourselves up. Deep down, we all want peace. Like, we all want to be our best selves. Like, we all want to feel good and live this life, because you really don't know if tomorrow is going to happen. Like, I saw this thing on Facebook where they showed, how large the Earth is, and then like all the other planets, and then all the other planets and stars and galaxies and Milky Ways and everything. And then you realize that we are just, it really is like a blessing that we're here and we're able to just continue working on ourselves. I feel like we have to continue striving to be our best selves. And why are we so hard on ourselves? Like, I'm literally my biggest enemy. Like, I didn't want to even do this video because I was thinking the wrong things. Like, oh, Chanel, you ain't got no makeup on. Listen, I don't wear makeup most of the time. Like, the setup is not how I would want it, but I have to push through that, because this is what I'm trying to do, and I have to get out of my own way. I'm always in my own way, and stop thinking about the wrong things. Think about showing up for yourself, showing up for you, and putting this out, because I know that it will help people. Like, it already does, and just helping, it helps me. I always say that it's me versus me. It really is, because like I said, I'm always in my own way, but I'm pushing through. I'm using this word gratitude that helped me through, doing the inner work. I'm doing a lot of things. I'm being the best mom that I can be, and that's a blessing in itself. But I just think that we make all these, like, we think up all these unnecessary thoughts and scenarios and things, and we get them into our head, and now we don't do nothing, but now we psych ourselves out because we have these emotions. We have that fear of failure. We have that imposter syndrome. Like, do I even deserve this? Or now that I have all these things going on for me, can I keep these? Can I stay in this lane? Can I stay up here? Like, there's just so many different things that we're thinking about, but we need to stop doing all of those things. because it doesn't help, and it's hard. Obviously it's hard to do because we're human, we have these emotions, but that's why we have to take these negative emotions and push through, because that's is going to be there, and we'll still be in the same spot fighting with ourselves when we could be so much further on in life. And that's what's been getting me through and being thankful for where I am and how far I've come. Like, it's crazy. It really is. Like, but just wrapping everything up, working towards building up that muscle, planting that seed, continuing to nourish it, nourishing ourselves, and practicing gratitude. I have those 4 tips for you. One is just take 10 minutes. Take 10 minutes and write down the things that you're thankful for. It can be very small. Taking nothing personal, understanding that another's negativity, it just weighs down on how they feel about themselves, and just trying to project that onto you, because it's a not for me. Like, and it amazes me how far I've come in that area. But third one is, we all have these emotions and they're harmful, but we can't get complacent or comfortable in those emotions, and just, instead of the negatives, focus more on the positives and how we can push and grow through those moments that we have, because we are going to, is life is part of the journey. When they come up in our journey, figuring out how we can grow through those, and using our positive emotions, using what we have, being thankful for what we have and how far we've come now. I think that will help. And the fourth one is just expressing gratitude to other people, being thankful for the things that they do, for how they show up into your life, if they're making an impact, if they're being, nice to you, and just not having no thoughts of if it's genuine or not. Just being genuine with yourself, having faith and trust in that the people around you are supporting you in the way that you need. And if not, it's a no for me. But if we could start building these habits like muscles, if we continue to nourish them, continuing to work on them through our journey, I think that that's when we'll start finally becoming really free, and not having this perspective on life that life is so hard, or that life is hard, and we can start really appreciating and being and living in the moment that we have. We just got to do the work, and that's the hardest part. That is the hardest part. I know all the concepts. I went to school, like the psychology, sociology. But in those moments, that's when you have to do the work. When you don't feel your best, when you don't feel like you're just in your own head, like, I can't do this. Like, you can. Why can't you? Why can't you? Because you're afraid. So many successful people do things when they're afraid. That's an emotion, because we don't know what's going to happen. Like, it goes down to, like, our survival skills, like how we were raised. Like, it's so deep. But what we can do now is start working on that person. And that's why you have to start doing the inner work and realizing where these emotions come from. So that's all that I have for you tonight. I hope something resonated with you. I know it did. And just try out this gratitude thing. What are you grateful for? I know you're grateful for something. You gotta be. And let me know in the comments, just at least one thing that you're thankful for. I should say that. Grateful, thankful, same thing. Hopefully this was good. It was a lot for me to get through, because right now in this moment I'm going through all those emotions. Like, Chanel, you're messing up. You messed up a million times. Like, the public speaking thing ain't for me. And even me talking to you like this, I mean, it's not as it's not as strong as when like live or something like that, but I'm getting through it. And I know that it helps you. So that's why I do it. I'm showing up for myself. I'm showing up for you. Because I know that we both need this. Like, but I look forward to talking with you again, beautiful. Until then.